Now to the untold story behind the capture of 2 escapees from the Florence prison. Investigator Liliana Soto speaking to the woman who claims she was held hostage and beaten in her home by these 2 inmates, and how she's alive today because of her husband's bravery.
Me empezaron a agarrar en mis brazos y empecé a forcejear muy feo con ellos. Les decía stop, les decía no me vayas a hacer daño.
Rosalina Lopez Alvarez says it felt like a nightmare. She couldn't believe she was fighting the 2 inmates she saw in the news, alone and inside her home.
Sentía mucho peligro por mi vida.
She says they wanted money,
Que querían carro.
her car, and began punching her.
Yo temblando.
Her life flashing before her eyes in just a matter of seconds.
Le dije stop. Okay, le dije te voy a dar carro.
But she tricked them
Yo hice como que iba a agarrar las llaves.
and tried to run to her husband, who was working a few yards away.
Corrí a la dirección hasta allá. Ahí fue donde uno de ellos me agarró de mi pelo y me trajo jalando.
She knew right there she had to defend herself again.
Le agarré sus partes. Le agarré sus partes, se las apreté y le gritaba y le decía suéltame.
But she was dragged back into the house while screaming desperately for her husband.
Escuché un grito, nunca me grita así mi esposa.
Luis Alvarez says he drove back to the house, tried to open the door, but it was locked, and saw the 2 convicts holding his wife.
Mucho miedo y coraje a la vez.
He says he began struggling with David Harmon,
Ella así,
hitting him with a pipe.
se hincó. Yo agarré el tubo así y le pegué con él en la cabeza.
Meanwhile, they say John Sharpio attempted to hotwire the family's car unsuccessfully.
Y allí fue cuando se me dejó ir también ese hombre con una pala. Me tiraba a la cabeza.
They couldn't hurt him or get the car keys, so they ran away to the field.
Nunca los dejé ir, yo fui el que los detuve allá.
He says he chased them and held them down until he saw police surrounding the area.
No los mencionaron el primer día de cuando salió esta noticia.
There were multiple calls to 911 that day. This man reporting seeing the inmates from a distance. Luis calling in Spanish. A family friend.
At their house and they're scared.
And the couple's daughter.
My mom just called me and she said that there's people at her house.
So, who gets the reward?
You're going to try to collect the $70,000 reward?
Let's see what happens, see how true that is.
Figuring out who gets the money and how much may get complicated.
Que si no fuera por esas familias y ellas no hubieran sido valientes, la esposa y el esposo.
Jose Guzman is with the nonprofit for victims of crime, representing the family.
Se la tienen que dar a ellos.
He says they deserve the money and he'll fight for any type of protection.
Iniciamos ya con el proceso de las terapias, una visa U también.
For this family of farm workers, the money, they say,
Ayudaría mucho.
but their biggest worry right now is making sure they can move forward from their biggest nightmare.
Y los miro que salen en la televisión y siento como que se me van a echar encima, sí siento. O sea, aquí lo traigo día y noche.
Liliana Soto, ABC 15, Arizona.